Hi there. I thought I'd show you these shoe clips that I've been making out of aluminium cans. This is one I've just sort of put together now. And what I've done is I've cut all of these are layers of flowers. As you can see, I've cut them all out and I've coloured them with ink. And I've just used alcohol ink and I've just dipped it around using a sponge and I've coloured it. And that's a crystal that I've put in the centre. So I've got all these crystals here. I wasn't sure what colour. I use a stick, I suppose you call it. It's a jewellery stick, and I will bend this over with a pair of pliers, and then I use balsa wood, like I buy it in strips, and I'll actually just cut a square that I'll put over that with a hole, just so it'll keep it firm. And this is where I glue the shoe clip onto the board. But anyway, I just wanted to show you how I make these shoe clips, and then I sort of start bending up the flowers so they look three-dimensional. But they are just so cute. They are really cool. So I've used Swarovski crystals, and these are sort of my colours. I chose the purple. So what I do first is, I'm just going to put a peg here so I don't lose what I've done, is I cut them all out and then I colour them. So this is my next sort of layered, and I do quite a few because I quite like it looking really sort of quite layered. But this is what I do when I start. I cut them all out and then I put them all together, and that's it there. So this is one flower here and this is another flower, and as you can see I've cut them. Some have been embossed, some haven't. There's some leaves, and these are the shoe clips, and I just put them into the group that the flowers are going to be in. So I'll just show you how I colour these. Let's move this out of the way. I'm going to show you how to colour these in a minute, and these are some other little silver balls here that I quite liked. I just think they might be too big to go into a flower. So what I do is get my stick or pin, I put a little bead cap on, and I don't want it too big because I want you to see the crystal. And I'm going to go with this beautiful purple. Oh, yeah, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Bought the crystals on eBay, and these I think are the 10mm Swarovski crystal, and they're just beautiful. So I start off like that, and I had done a little leaf. I'm going to show you how I colour them. You don't have to colour them, I just like them coloured. Put a little leaf on first. Then I start with my smallest flower. These are quite, if you've got a big shop, then it's great. You can cut these out, or you can actually just impress the shape. What I do is I kind of use scissors. I draw around one and I cut them out because the big shot doesn't cut aluminium very well. So then you sort of carry on and you just build on your side. So that's my next one. That's my next little flower. And I just keep going, and you can start curling them now if you want to, but it gives you an idea. I love that little leaf just sitting there. Then that's my next flower, and then we've got another little one like that. Just looking at what I've already done. See how you just get this layered look? Then we go here. Oh no, we probably this size again. Actually, I don't think I've done that on the other one. Yes. No, I haven't. I've gone this size. Yeah, that's right. One too many of those. The bigger flower, and then the last flower here. This is actually, they get quite flimsy and sharp. So when you're actually gluing the shoe clip, sorry, you don't want it so that when you put on the shoe that these are going to poke into your skin, and that's why I use the balsa wood, so that I can at least set the clip back a bit from the flower. So the clip kind of sits here rather than straight under it, so you can clip it onto your shoe. I actually made a pair for my sister and they came out perfect. She loves them. So there you go, that's all you need to do. I will glue that with a E6000 glue. I might glue them all together first as I put them on, and then I just kind of manipulate them and bend them up. And I'll show you how I will cut this, and we'll just put a little hole. As I said, we'll just put a little hole so it just sits under there. So we'll cut this down here, put a little hole in it, push it on. You won't even see the wood, but what that does, that keeps that really firm for the shoe clip. So I'm going to peg this up, so I don't want to lose that combination. And I just wanted to show you how, so these are all my pretty beads. I just don't know, I love these little yellow ones. I don't know which ones I'm going to use next. I just want to slide this around, so we'll just move this over. I think that one is meant to be on the back, and all I've used is any aluminium cans, and I'll just quickly show you. I cut them down and I straighten them out. Sorry, I should have had that ready. Just a Carlsberg tin or can. I just cut it top and bottom, flatten that out. You can trace around these flowers with a Sharpie. You can cut them, really simple. The only thing is, this is really sharp once you cut it, but look, it's just like cutting paper. It's that easy. Really is that easy. So that's all I use. And I mean, if I got a flower out of that size, I would keep that green, because that is just a gorgeous green. So, to colour these, I've only got 3 ink colours, which are these 3, which is Espresso, Pesto, and I think this one is Raisin. And I chose these 3 because I really like these colours. We're going into autumn here, so these are really kind of autumn colours. But how to colour them is I spread them out. Hope this is not too dark on the board. I'll just check. Oh no, you can see that. And all I do is I dab a colour. Whoa, that's quite a lot of ink. Just go around dabbing. Doesn't really matter. Then I get my sponge. I've already used this, and see, you just dab out the colour, and that kind of covers it. And I like that sort of look. Oops. Better to do this on white paper, then you'll see how you're doing. I actually do everything on a silicone mat, and I've washed it, so that's where my mat is at the moment. So anyway, you get the gist of it, and you can just keep going with whatever colour you want. So I'm just going to add some of this deep red. And you don't really use a lot, and you don't waste much, and if you want to do it all one colour, you can leave them just the aluminium colour if that's what you like, but I just love a bit of colour on them. See, so you just dab it around. It's actually still quite warm here at the moment, so things are drying really quick, but as you can see, you just get this amazing look with these great colours. That's an easy way of colouring them. Now I just want to colour these leaves. Do the pesto. That's quite a lot. And away I go. See, it's gorgeous. All those colours, real autumn colours they are. Love it. So I would leave them to dry. I don't use a heat gun to dry the ink. I just leave them to dry just naturally. And once I've seen them, if I think they need layering again with more colour, I would just keep adding more and more colour. And I just try and I colour my whole set together. So this would be one shoe clip, so that all look pretty much the same. The other thing I did in the other video that I put up is I did these flowers that I dipped in UT. I was going to do them as a shoe clip, but I think they're too big. But you have to use silk flowers, and they're really brittle. I don't know if I like this so much, but what I did do, what was left over, is I made buttons, and I just added I think it's called seafoam embossing powder to it, and I got these great little buttons. So yeah, these also, you don't waste anything with UT, it's just great. So all I'll do is I'll just drill those holes out. So sort of getting a bit sidetracked. So once I've coloured these, as I said, I leave them to dry, and then I put them all together. So I'm just going to move this out of the way, and we'll go back to my shoe clip. I don't want to lose those crystals that are rolling around. And yeah, so I just need to get a pair of pliers. Here we go. And what I'm going to do here is just bend this wire over for the time being. Actually no, because I want to put it through the balsa wood, so no, I won't bend it over, but you get the idea. So once I sort of, yeah, I'll cut this now. It actually cuts quite easily with scissors. and I will probably put it about there. That's how easy it is. It's just like soft cardboard. It's great. Just grab a pin. I do have a Dremel, so I would probably drill a hole, but look at that, I've already got a hole with a pin. Push it through there, so you won't even see that when that's sitting on the shoe. And now I have this part here is where I'm going to glue these shoe clips. I bought 100 of these shoe clips for about $7. Again, I got these off Etsy, and I cannot remember the lady's name. But that's it there, and see now it's not so flimsy, so I'm actually gonna so I would just bend that over like that. That's actually made it quite tight, but I would have preferred to glue first, but I just want to show you how that looks. And there's my shoe clip. See, I can just bend it up a bit. Don't want that wood to show, so I can move my leaves around, but remembering you have to glue the shoe clip towards the end. So if that's, see, I would probably glue it there, so that then when the person puts it on their shoe, none of these spiky bits are going to be into their foot. And to be honest, they look great. I've actually got a photo of a pair of shoes. I did them on some bright orange shoes, and I did a bigger one. I wouldn't do too big a flower, it kind of overwhelms the shoe a bit, so I'm going to do some satin flowers next. And I've pulled my washing machine apart because the pump was broken, and I found this amazing copper wire. So what I am going to do with this very thin copper wire, it's almost like a cotton, I'm going to crochet a daisy and see how that works, and probably make some shoe clips out of those. So yeah, so that's how you cut out the aluminium. You can, but these are makeup sponges. You just dab on the colours, you drip them on and just dab them around, then you get these beautiful sort of combination of colours. You don't have to colour it. I don't particularly want that side to show because I don't think that's very interesting, but I do like those combinations there. And then you can use a round disc. I just like this wood, this balsa wood, because you can cut whatever shape you need. And yeah, there's a shoe clip. So I've got two beautiful little shoe clips to put on my shoes. So thanks for watching.